jumped in the truck and we are headed that way. So I will give you a little sneak peek of it when we get there and get it all checked out. And anyway, here we go. I'm excited. Oh, and then I also got another notification that tomorrow I'm getting a little package from Haltech. So I'm excited about that too. It'll be interesting to see how all that's going to play out. But man, here we go. We'll check it out. Forgot I hadn't eaten yet, so we're gonna pull into the nutritious and delicious Whataburger here. If you are not a Texas native, I'm sorry, that's your loss. In-N-Out Burger's trash, just FYI, until you eat this. As long as they get the order right, and sometimes that's a challenge for them, but we're gonna give them a shot today, see how they do. And anyway, I'd give you a little insight as to some of the treasures of Texas. Oh, and Buc-ee's, that was another one. I think Derek Kelly already highlighted that though, so I'll leave that one alone. Picked up the rear end from my buddy over at Full Specialties where they delivered it for me. And man, look at that. Really, really nice stuff. So I'm just waiting on my buddy Claude to show up so that we can unload it and get it up on the bench, kind of see what it looks like. So very nice work. About the third number, we can chunk it up in there and see how it fits in there. Yeah, super.
I don't know if that's gonna go in there. Oh, nice.
Very. Got things mocked up in here. Don't have any axle bearings on yet, but I guess that's where they're gonna sit. Center section. I have to get a new sensor wheel for the drive shaft sensor. And then the old rear end is going to its new owner. Off to the new owner. Hopefully we get chrome moly. In case anybody hadn't heard, there's apparently a national shortage, so hopefully we get some of that today or tomorrow, and we can get back to the rest of the car. Oh yeah, well, idea of what it looks like when I sit. Anyway, till next. Okay, back over here at the shop, gonna work on. We finally got all the 4-link bar stuff. So we're going to cut those to a length that we think we want, mock up everything in the car. Rear end's kind of sitting in there right now with the tires on it, so it's just basically sitting there. We'll put the 4-link bars on it and see exactly where we want to position it at. Plus we need to probably put the motor in and drive shaft, just make sure everything is going to reach where it needs to reach. Looking at it, kind of wish I had waited to put this bar right here in because it looked like it's going to be too high, and then actually this crossbar may be too high, so we may have to modify all that, which is fine because we have this main hoop crossbar, plus we have that lower bar now, and then we have this other crossbar where the top of the 4-link brackets mount. So that's kind of the struggles of adapting all this to an existing cage, but you can kind of see that the rear end, of course the pinion is not going to sit there, it's going to sit more down, so, but I still think it's going to be too high, so we're going to have to make some room. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's just like anything else, more work. So anyway, and then I think here in a few minutes after I'm done with this, I'm going to tack those on temporarily. Got one side welded up, not too bad, but And it's still learning to weld. Anyway, once I'm done tacking the other side of them on temporarily enough to where we can just kind of stick them up in the car and mock up everything, make sure that's where we want it, and then we'll do a final weld. If not, then we'll end up cutting them some more. The schematics say 20 inch. We're thinking it's going to be more like 23, just based on where we want to put the motor and stuff like that. So anyway, and then I finally we filmed it last night, I forgot my SD card. So anyway, I finally got this stupid bend done. It was a pain in the butt, but finally got it done. So I'll probably try to find some foil so I can seal everything up and back purge, and then finish up the other side, which will be a lot easier, a much easier run to make here. And then probably weld all that up. So anyway, let's get to this. I'm gonna cut these real quick, and I'm not gonna waste this space just showing me cutting the stuff in the bandsaw. But essentially, I'm gonna cut all these at the same length as this particular one right here, and then get them all mocked up, and then tack them together, and we'll be done with that. So I'll be right back. Okay, now the battery died already. That's weird. So I got the bars cut, I got the rosette holes drilled in them. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and tack them in place. I got all the rod ends snugged all the way up, so I just know that when I weld everything together, that they're all gonna be consistent. So I'll have to kind of hold these together and just kind of put a little spot tack on them, and then I'll probably put one bead on each side, and just in case I got to cut everything off to change the length, it won't be such a big deal, but it'll be enough to hold in place what we're trying to do. So anyway, let me get Alright, so those are done. So now I'm gonna get these things, let them cool off a little bit, and I'm gonna take them over to the rear end and kind of mock them up where they're gonna sit, so we can space the rear end where we want it. Broke a sweat on that one. It's a little harder than it looks. These holes on the brackets and everything are like precision fit, and I have no idea if that's surely not where the bars are actually going to end up, but it just gets the rear end in there, and then we can start adjusting from there. Take these boards off, 'cause the actual top of the table with ride height. So we'll get those boards out and kind of just, I don't know, get an idea where they're gonna go, and then take everything back apart so we can paint and do some more modifications. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that that drive shaft is not gonna work there, so there's gonna be some other modifications happening, and well, it is what it is. We'll just take care of it. So time to take a break.